Hey everyone, welcome to another Beauty Favorites episode. Today I want to share with you some behind the scenes, kind of unsung favorites of my beauty routine, my beauty cabinet. These are products, mostly beauty tools actually, that kind of always misses the boat whenever I do a favorites video just because they don't seem quite as exciting as say a new blush or a new foundation or my favorite, new BB cream or whatnot. So they often get pushed behind other more exciting things, so to speak, but they do deserve a place in my beauty cabinet and for good reason. Many of these things I've loved and have used for many years, so consider this kind of a behind the scenes beauty special, bringing you some of the beauty tools and accessories that you may not hear me talk about, if ever, really. First off, I want to start by talking about some hair products. Number one, when we're talking about my hair history, we have to talk about this, which is the L'Oreal Superior Preference hair color. This is in the shade LC61 right here. I know they keep changing the front packaging time and time again. Now they got a new girl up here. Now it's called Le Caramel, which sounds really awfully fancy. But pretty much this is L'Oreal's formulation made specifically for dark hair. Especially if you have virgin dark hair like I do. All of this is my natural hair color up top. When I went light, I always use this. And I've used this on and off for many years. Probably the past maybe 4 to 5 years or so, I've used this on and off. And although I have tried many different types of drugstore hair color, I really think this is the best. It smells atrocious, yes, but it also works very well at lightening the hair, especially if you have virgin hair, or, I don't like to say this, but on the occasion that I did darken my hair with permanent hair dye and I used this on top of it, it still managed to lighten your hair a little bit without bleach, without using extra bleach, so to speak. So I love this one a lot, and I choose the one called Extra Light Ash Brown in case wherever you're finding it doesn't have the same number. Right here is Extra Ash Light Brown. Alright, so I like this one a lot and I do use it time and time again. In fact, I've kind of been considering sort of streaking my hair, maybe highlights, maybe not my whole head, just highlights, because they're easier to manage. Probably do with that. And let me know what you guys think and if I should do a video on it. Next up then, keep within the theme of hair tools that I love for my bangs. I like having bangs, I think, or fringe, so to speak. It makes my face not look so long, a little bit wider, and I think it's kind of cute. But having a fringe is really hard to style, I feel. I don't have super finesse when it comes to my hair, so I like using these. This is a Velcro roller, but it's extra long, so it's for your fringe. And also what's special is that the inside is actually metal and then it's plastic. So when you put this into your fringe up here and you heat it up with your blow dryer, it acts as a kind of a curler to curl and set your fringe, and when you take it out after it's cool, you get that nice curve right there. So I like this one a lot, and I used it when I had sort of more of a blunt cut fringe, and this was from Daiso. Next up then, another hair curler type of thing. This one, I can't remember where this is from, exactly the name of the store. I'll look it up and I'll put it down below. But this is really ingenious, although it sounds stupidly simple, really. It is a Velcro roller, and it has 2 Velcro sides. The inside is vented for air, even sort of heat distribution, so to speak. And then you have this clamp, which is the smart part. Just clamp it on here, and then you can keep your fringe in place when you're washing your face without having to flip it all the way back. I find that really messes with the roots of my hair, and when I take it down after washing my hair, it is going all over the place. So something like this, I tend to roll my fringe into it, or my bangs into it, while I do my face, my makeup, or washing my face, whatnot. And then when I take it off, it is still in that reasonably nice looking curve. I don't have to mess around with it too much after that. So that's our sort of fringe favorites. Now let's talk a little bit about the rest of the hair. If you ever see me curl my hair, more likely than not, I am using one of these tools. Now, I have yet to invest in a very expensive, professional, high-end price range heat tool. I have been using drugstore heat tools for a long time. They work decently for me. I don't have the patience or the finesse to curl my hair all the time. So for the occasional times that I do, I think these work just fine. I love these ones from Revlon. This one, I believe it's a 1-inch that you see here, is probably the oldest surviving beauty tool in my life. Really, it has lasted me such a long time. Now granted, I don't curl my hair every day, but it's nothing has fallen apart. I mean, I treat my tools pretty well, and you know, they stay looking nice. It's not fancy at all. It just has an off button, a low and a high heat setting, although it doesn't specify exactly how hot it gets. But for my medium to fine hair, it works great, and I can get a nice curl with this. The Revlon ones have been fabulous for me. I've tried a few Conair ones throughout the years, and they just don't work on my hair. It doesn't do anything for my hair. It doesn't keep the style. It doesn't really style it to begin with. So I like this one, the 1-inch. And I also have another one here, which is a little bit newer, also from Revlon. And this is actually, I want to say maybe 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches. It's a lot larger. And this one gives you beautiful sort of body and a little bit of sort of a looser wave to your hair that I like as well. So I use this one a lot when I had much longer hair. I can still use it now. Sometimes if I'm curling my hair, I didn't do that today obviously, but very easy to use. It doesn't snag my hair in there, and I find that it holds a good amount of hair and distributes the heat pretty evenly. I don't use it to a very high setting. It goes from about 0 up to I think 300 degrees, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I find that it works just right for my hair when I need it to. So I like these two from Revlon. They're kind of my behind the scenes favorites, and realistically, I know lots of people are really great at using the hair straighteners to do the twisty curly hair curling thing. I tried, I really did, but I couldn't get it to work, and it just looked crazy. The curl didn't turn out smooth, so I still gotta practice at that or just stick to my traditional curling irons, which is probably what I'm going to do. Next up then, a little bit about facial products. I have, for the past month and a half, borderline maybe 2 months, discovered these things, and they are awesome. These are from Walmart, but you may be able to find them in other drugstores. You know, I know Eco Tools make something very similar. London Drugs, you can probably find that as well, maybe even like Superstore. But the point is that these are facial buffs. That's what they're called on the package. I'll give you a closer look. Facial buff, and come in the package of 2. I have 1 over here. And what I do if I'm not using my Clarisonic is actually use a face cloth to cleanse my face, right? But the face cloth is kind of big, and your hand is only so big, so you're only using a small portion of the fabric or the cloth to really cleanse your face, and the rest of it is soggy. It's kind of dripping all over the sink, so it's not a favorite thing to do unless I'm actually inside the tub. But these guys are just fabulous. They're so simple in design. It's actually kind of a terry cloth feel, and it's bound around the edges, so it's nice and sturdy. And on the back, it has a little elastic, so you just slip your fingers right through here, put your cleanser on, wet this, and wash your face, and you can go. I love this because I love the scrubby, massagey feeling from a face cloth, but this is so much more ergonomical and convenient and easy to wash. You don't have to wash the entire face cloth, and it's just smart. So I love smart products, and I think this is great value. I believe it was $1 for 2, you know, $1 a pack for 2 of these guys, and I'll probably end up switching this out and using a new one just for hygienic reasons. But I think these are smart and really good to use sort of on a day-to-day basis if you're looking for something simple but give you that scrubby feeling of a washcloth. So that's great too. And lastly, this is probably, oh gosh, the single product that has really made me sort of buy into high-end makeup and understand that to a certain I don't know, a certain category, so to speak, high-end products are worth being high-end. And I'm talking about my Shiseido eyelash curler. This thing cannot be beat. When I first started learning to do makeup, eyelashes was something I struggled a lot with. Not only because I have 2 different eye shapes, and one side kind of flips out a little bit and the other side droops down, so I always need to curl my lashes before applying mascara. But on the other point is that most drugstore eyelash curlers, they don't have the right curvature. And when it comes to curling your lashes, the curvature right here makes a big deal. It's a really, really big deal because it needs to fit the curve of your eye. If you don't have very deep set eyes like me, and you find that a lot of curlers are a little bit too round, have too much of a curve, and you're pinching the edges of your eyes, the skin, your eyelids, time to invest in a high-end eyelash curler. The Shiseido one that I'm holding is fabulous. It doesn't have a spring, so there's nothing to really wear out. I've had this for probably 5 to 7 years and it still functions exactly the same. I believe, or I feel that we're gonna have, a much longer love relationship together, and this is just makes everything so much easier. I can get right down to the base of my lashes. If you see me curl my lashes, it's pretty scary. Like, I go right in there because I want maximum lift, because I don't have a lot of lashes and I want them to really stand out so I can coat my mascara properly. So love this one. $16.90 when I got it, so $16.90 from the Bay. I know it sounds atrociously expensive given that you can buy one of these guys for a couple of dollars in the drugstore, but if you have finicky eyes or a shape that doesn't fit most curlers, go for a high-end one. I know Shuomura also makes one, but that was like $24-25, and this works, so I never went higher up than that. But I think this one is fabulous from Shiseido. So there you have it, my unsung heroes beauty favorites. I hope that you'll check some of these things out because I use them all the time and I think they're really fabulous, can really help out your daily beauty routine to be a lot more effective, and they just really work for me. I'll put details to reviews if I have done them, or more details, information about them and where to get them. All of that will be in my corresponding blog post down in the information bar. Please click, pop it open, and you'll get everything that you need. But one last thing before I go, I want to get your ideas on some natural skincare, organic skincare products that you use, because I'm hoping to make an order from iHerb, the online website, at the end of the month, and I'm looking for suggestions on what to use. I've already got my eyes on a couple of facial oils, coconut oil, macadamia nut oil, maybe sweet almond oil. So what do you guys love that's sort of natural, to use for your skincare, maybe for your hair, and just all over? I'm all open for suggestions. All right, talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.